Hi everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to 15-Minute Mixer. It feels like forever since we sat down and had a little bit of chat together. I know, time goes by so quick, does it not? Yes, absolutely. And of course, we've been busy here. We've been doing the 4 for 4 series, the baby round. We've been working on the photo series, just doing some start to finish and planning for our 1-year anniversary. Been working on that, and then also two National Scrapbook Days coming up. And in the meantime, yes, life happens. You gotta make phone calls, and you gotta answer phone calls, and you gotta pay the bills, clean the house. Homework, all that stuff. Yes, absolutely. So I thought I would pop in today. I have some little projects I need to do. So I thought, why not turn it on and do a 15-minute mixer and catch up with everybody? Yes. So I have my tea here, which is helping me nurse another sinus headache. Yes, I'm going to have to get to the doctor about something about these sinus headaches, but then whenever there's a weather change, it seems like definitely weather-related sinus headaches. Yes, so find something to do for 15 minutes. Or grab a cup of joe, put up your toes. Grab a cup of joe, put up the toe, and let's have a little bit of chit chat about catching up. Okay, so let me get a drink here. And I have my timer here, and I will put that link below, online stopwatch.com. Okay, so we have a little bit of chit chat, so let's get cracking. Yes, let's do something. Yes, and I did not realize how often I say let's get cracking till I started editing videos. Yes, I just did not know I say that all the time. And my little one said, yes, Mom, you have said that all your life. Let's get cracking. That's just the way it's been. Okay, so what do we want to talk about? Well, first of all, let's talk about this beautiful collection that's in front of me, because once again, Scylla has just been so generous. Not only did she sponsor a giveaway for our 1-year anniversary coming up, but she sent me this Simple Stories collection kit. This just hit the shelves. Scylla, thank you so much. I was just like a little kid in a candy store because I haven't seen this, okay? But, and then she left me a little note. Just a sweet person. Thank you, Scylla. I mean, this is just a beautiful collection, so, oh, yes, I'm going to have fun with this. I mean, just look at that. Yes, and you may see a piece of this coming up in a series that will probably pop up tomorrow, and I'll give a little tidbit about that. In fact, I'll just show you a sneak peek if you want. Okay, so again, thank you, Scylla. You are just beyond sweet and kind and encouraging to me. You have no idea. Thank you a million times. Okay, so here's a sneak peek of something that's coming up. It will probably pop up tomorrow in your YouTube feed. And then what is that? It is called our SOS series. Yes, and SOS, is a distress signal, but we're going to call it something else. And so pop in tomorrow. We're going to start talking about that fun stuff ahead. And again, that was sponsored by another one of my lovely subscribers, Kathleen. So I'm just excited about that. So I'm working on that today, getting those videos listed. Okay, so what chit chat can we have? Okay, well, I have I wanted to say that Page Maps has their April 2019 free sketches. I will have the link below. Hop in and grab and print the 2019 Becky Fleck Page Maps. I mean, beautiful, nice 2-page right there. Yes. Okay, and then I wanted to give an update on something. Is that, remember way back a couple months ago, I had a couple Fiskars punches that was not working, so I finally got off my duff and contacted Fiskars. And I will have the information listed below, because Fiskars has lifetime warranty on their trimmers, their punches, their garden tool, their scissors, anything. That is just why I love this company. So I contacted them, sent some pictures as to what was going on. These images were sticking, okay? And not that they didn't work, it's just they stuck, and I had to use, like a little stylus or like a palette knife or something to get in there to get those images out. I didn't really care for that. But anyways, contacted Fiskars. They sent me 2 new punches. That's just the beauty of Fiskars. I will have their contact information below. So if you have a trimmer and it's giving you fits, okay, or you have the guide on your trimmer, or there's just something wrong with your trimmer, or even if the markings on your trimmer has wore off, Fiskars will replace that. Just have to send them your model information and also some photos, because you have to show proof of what's going on. So Fiskars came through once again. Yes, love that. Of course, my mom has used Fiskars ever since I've been around. I mean, she just has always used Fiskars scissors, and that's what I use. I even use Fiskars garden tools. They're just quality product. Okay, so this is Page Maps. I'm going to be making some faux chipboard, so I thought we could do that while we chat a little bit. And what else did I have? Okay, well, one of my lovely subscribers, Jennifer, she had asked me a question, and she said, "Could you talk about this in one of your 15-minute mixers about what do I do with paper I don't like?" And I thought, what an interesting question. And so for me, over the years, if I don't like something, I purge it. That's the easy way. However, I don't buy, and I also don't buy paper that I'm not in love with. So that is two ways to decrease the number of papers you don't like or overall supplies in your space. Just don't buy it. Just because it's on clearance, it does not need to make it into your shopping cart. No, it doesn't. And by the way, since I've been on a spending freeze, and if you watch haul videos, I want to, and I think I read this in a book, or I don't know. I'm not even going to take credit for it because it wasn't my idea. But if you watch haul videos, okay, which sometimes I get in the mood to watch them, sometimes I have to get away from watching haul videos, is that notice how many times, and even yourself, when you're buying something, oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute, oh, that was so cute, you know, oh, that's so pretty. It is amazing as women how many times we buy something just because it's cute or pretty. And, you know, and companies know that, and that's why they spend many, many bucks on advertising and marketing and that packaging and that cute factor. Yes, absolutely. So I have to catch myself sometimes when I'm, you know, looking or buying, of course not really doing that this year, and how many times I would buy something just because it was cute or pretty. And so you really have to stop and say, okay, buy things on a purpose. And so goes back to what Jennifer asked, what do you do with papers you don't like? So just be mindful of the next time you go to buy supplies or papers. If you don't love it, leave it at the store. Leave it on, don't put it in your cart. Just leave it there, okay? Don't bring it home. And then the other thing too is purge. You give it to someone who will love it. Just get it out of your space. You know, it just feels like a huge weight is lifted when you purge items. I just took a vehicle load of things to Goodwill, and it's just as soon as they had that everything out of my vehicle, I was like, oh, yes, I could breathe again, okay? Not that it was that much. It's just getting rid of things. It's very renewing of the spirit, yes. And then also, too, I do have a pile of papers in my space that I don't care for, and this is all I have. This is the only pile of paper I have that I don't care for. And so, of course, probably going to get a glare. So what do I do with it? Well, the simplest thing to do is if it has a white back, use this as a cardstock base or a foundation page for your cards or your layouts. That's the best way, because then you can reuse it, okay? And so then the other thing is I will use the back of something like this if it's white. I'm moving my minis around here. Is that you can then use this as a base for the Vanessa washi trick. And I show that all the time. And so that is what I use, unwanted papers. I flip it over, use the white, and then I will use this for my washi strips. So then you're taking a piece of paper you don't like, you're taking a piece of washi that we have a lot of, and then you're turning it into a border strip. Yes, I have to watch how I say that word. Yes. Okay, and then a lot of cut aparts. I am getting tired of cut aparts, and then I am certainly trying to work on journaling cards. Now here's some paper I don't care for, and so then what I will do, this will be the type of paper I'll use to wallpaper, meaning the happy horizontal, where I put a piece of paper up here and a piece of paper down here and something in the middle. I can use this because I'm going to be covering the whole piece of paper. So that is what I do with papers like this. Yeah, papers I don't care for. And you can see that my stack, of course you can tell, recently I went through some Valentine's paper, got rid of some things that just wasn't tickling my fancy, okay? And so that is, I would say maybe, that's not even a word. Maybe there might be about 12 or 15 pieces of paper. So that's, in my space, that's a very, very small amount of paper that I don't like, because I have hordes of paper. Yes, I have papers in the bottom of one bookcase that is nothing by category or topic, and then I have another whole bottom of a bookcase that is nothing but rainbow color, and then I have another category that is just by page kits, and then I have another category that is summer and vintage and outdoor, and yeah, you just keep on going with the paper. Yes, and then my 6x6 paper pads. Oh my goodness. Okay, but we'll be talking about that in the future. Yes, absolutely. So that is how I do that, Jennifer. I either purge it or use it, okay? But then keep those papers you don't like. As soon as you run across a paper you don't like, put it in that section of papers you don't like. And so I keep this right by my cardstock, you know, my white cardstock underneath my desk, and so I just reach for it whenever I need a piece of paper. Yes, absolutely. So I hope that helped, Jennifer. Okay, so what else do I have going on here? Oh, well, let me see how much I've just been jimmy-jawing. Lord, I don't know. Oh, yes. Okay, so I talked halfway through that 15 minutes. Unbelievable. Yes. So what has been going on in your scrappy space? What has been something you're enjoying? The 4 for 4 series just went so well. Got a lot done. Very motivating, very inspiring. And definitely check out Deborah's Facebook group. She has over 500 members now on her Love RTS Facebook group. You go, Deborah. And then, of course, the other gals are helping her to administer that. Administer? Is that the word? Manage that Facebook group. So that's wonderful when we can all get together as a group and have fun as a group and share and learn as a group. Yes. So I'm going to be making some faux chipboard for a little bit today, waiting for some phone calls, and then also too, I'm going to be going on a trip soon, so I need to have some lap work, and so this may be something that I will take along for lap work. And so lap work is basically I will take an iris box, like an 8x8 that fits well on my lap, and then I will just make faux chipboard, or I'll make tassel bows or twine stars or whatever I want to play with. I like to have paper to play with, and when I'm traveling down the road. When you're in a car, for 12 to 14 hours, you need something to do. Okay. And, I used to take magazines, but that doesn't happen anymore. So what I'm doing to make faux chipboard, and I will have a video listed below that talks more in detail, is that I am taking a piece of my punched paper. Of course, I'm doing faux chipboard Mickey ears. Yes. And so this might be make an appearance coming up soon on National Scrapbook Day weekend. You may see some of these. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to punch all of this Mickey head. Okay. And where did I get these images? I got this image offline. Yes. So when you're doing images offline, if you do them in a small image, then it doesn't look distorted, and so that's just what I'm doing. I just printed this off online on a piece of white cardstock. Okay, and so what I'll do is I'll take, of course, I like the pink. Yes. Okay, the pink minis. Yes, too cute. So what I'll do to make this faux chipboard is that I just take one piece of my showcase paper, my pretty paper, and in this case mini, and then I will layer this simply on top of 4 or 5 other pieces of white cardstock, and I just use scraps, in my scrap bin. Okay, and I'll give you another little sneak peek about something. Okay, for National Scrapbook Day weekend, you might want to have your scraps in order, have them cleaned up a little bit. So just a little sneak peek about National Scrapbook Day weekend. Yes, we may be playing with our scraps. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so then what I do for this is that I use my Tombow glue here. Okay, and I've been trying to use every bit of this, and so then I will just put this in the middle, and I will do all 4 of these at one time. Okay, and I just use white as the base to build my chipboard because I have a lot of it, and then I just stack and stack and stack and stack, and then get these lined up as close as you can, and then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now, if you think 4 pieces behind that pattern is not thick enough, you could certainly add another one for 5. Okay, I might just do that. It all depends on how you like your chipboard. Some people like a low profile. Some people like, go big or go home. So it's up to you. Okay. And so the only thing is when you're building chipboard, it has to be cardstock. It can't be thin pattern paper. It won't be substantial enough to hold and to support this glue. And I use this Tombow Mono, wow, what a name. Tombow Mono Liquid Glue Aqua. Yes, I mean, could you not have shortened the name of that? I mean, anyways, Tombow, okay? What does it mean mono? What does that mean, mono? I mean, sometimes advertising and marketing is very interesting to me, and sometimes you have to think, what were people thinking? And I'm just going to say this right off the cuff. Have you ever looked at the Amazon Prime logo? That's all I'm going to say. I mean, was somebody not thinking when they did that logo? That's all I'm going to say, and you can draw your own conclusion, because I just absolutely think it's hideous. It's absolutely hideous. So there's faux chipboard. Let that dry for a couple hours. I let mine dry overnight. And when you're making faux chipboard, do not stack them, because there may be a little glue that has seeped out. And I'm telling you what, there you go. There's your faux chipboard. Love that. So I'm going to do some Mickey ears, because this may be coming up. Make an appearance on National Scrapbook Day weekend. Yes, might be some giveaways. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Yes. So I'm just going to build another one here. Yes. So absolutely. Yes. So this will probably be going up, you know, because of upload time. And I wanted to say something. If you find in my show more button in my description box, if you find that there are links that is not working, please let me know. YouTube is now in the process of changing our Creator Studio software. Yes, of course, they're forcing some things on us, don't really care for. I don't know, when you start to like something and you're used to it, why do people have to keep changing things? I think I'm officially getting old. Yes, I'm like my grandparents. I don't want any change. Just leave it the way it is, okay? So with that, it seems like my links are not working. I noticed with the videos this past week for a lot of us that our videos had glitches in them. So, you know, it's just because YouTube's going through some hiccups because of some internal software changes they're doing. Okay, so yes, isn't that dear? And all I did was take a piece of paper and a punch and some glue. We already have it, okay? You can make a faux chipboard. Now, this Mickey head is a very simple shape, but if you got into an intricate shape, okay, it's very, very hard to do layered chipboard. If you get like a really delicate snowflake, it's almost impossible. It's too time consuming. So the more basic your shape is, and I've also done it with my circle punches, and then you could also make them into a button if you want to. You make your own buttons out of paper. Very, very fun. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I know there was something else I wanted to say. There are some giveaways happening for a week or so, so definitely hop in, especially if you were in the 4-for-4 round. There might have been a hidden giveaway somewhere floating around. And then also, too, our 1-year anniversary is coming up. I know it's April 26th is officially 1 year here on YouTube, and so there are some giveaway videos for that. And so definitely put your name in for that. If you're international, you get to absolutely enter all 3 of those. Yes. And I want to thank Scylla for that. And then also, too, I just was notified today by another one of my lovely subscribers that she's going to sponsor a giveaway, too. So there'll be an extra one. So if you enter them, you will have 4 chances, okay? And you want to see some flying Mickeys? There we go. Flying Mickey. I don't know why I find that so much fun, but I love a flying Mickey. Yes. Oh, isn't it funny in life when the simple things can bring you joy? Yes. Can I get an amen? Okay, now see, I've just been talking and my timer. Oh, jeez. How do I do that? I mean, it's like I just kind of know when 15 minutes is up because, you know, motor mouth never stops here. Yes. So that is our 15-minute mixer today. And I will tell you, the reason I did this 15-minute mixer today is because in the comments recently, so many people have said they like the 15-minute mixer. I did not know that. I did not know that so many people enjoy these little 15-minute mixers. So I will definitely keep doing these 15-minute mixers for the rest of the year. Yes, absolutely. We'll do that. And so you never know what I might get into this afternoon. My hubby is on a flight to Chicago, and so nervous energy, this is what I do. I come here and do things like that, or I sweep the floor, or I clean my fridge. Nervous energy, I do not like. Yes. So what do you do with nervous energy? Do you come to your scrap space? Do you do something? What do you do with nervous energy? That would be a conversation to have. Yes. So that is all I have for this 15-minute mixer. Thank you so much for letting me know that so many of you enjoyed this, enjoy these mixers. I will absolutely continue to do them. Yes. Very, very fun. Okay. I just enjoy all of you. Honestly, I know during my 1-year anniversary giveaway, everybody kept thanking me. But honestly, it is me that needs to thank you because I think I get much more out of this channel than I'm giving you. And I truly mean that. I'm very humbled that that I have been blessed this way. Yes, absolutely. So I'll stop talking there because I get weepy. Yes. So come back to another 15-minute mixer, maybe in a day or two, maybe in a couple of days. You never know what we're going to do. So pop back into RTS, another 15-minute mixer. And that's all I have for today. And come back. You never know what you're going to learn. Bye.